Yeah. So, big deal. So what if we have a problem with abduction, kidnapping? You see, I tell you, an ancient kingdom that believed in inbreeding or interbreeding between kingdoms, they went, well, we'll extend our plot of land so many acres if we marry our daughter off as a princess to this kingdom. Two kingdoms merged as the Bible was made. There's good proof of that. It's why the book of Genesis 1 contradicts Genesis 2 so much. It's why the proceedings with Moses and the Ten Commandments contradict twice over. One God called Yah and another God called Way. But in churches they spell it YHWH and say that the vowels were removed so that because the name of God is so sacred that it cannot be pronounced. Well, that's a typical Christian move, but ancient kingdoms that were inbreeding and interbreeding, who would they romantically attract to killing, do you think? A bilateral brain. They're inbreds, they want to kill bilateral brains. The movie Belle is beautiful. Parallels I see in it now, with it and how the Mental Health Act is implemented on this country. And in the film Belle, there's a girl who has certain rights because her father was of regal, high social prowess, but her mother was a slave, and she falls in love with it's based on a true story apparently. She falls in love with a lawyer who is dealing with slave trade policy. Back then, they would tie Negroes together on ships and carry them as cargo. And there were issues where if one of them caught a cold, then the next one caught a cold, then the next one's chained to caught a cold. And so it was known that captains of ships would just kick all the Negroes off the ship into water while chained together and leave them to drown and claim replacement Negroes on insurance. And the Belle is a woman who gets together with the men who put a stop to the ability for white men to do that during the slave trade, to say that they're like corrupted stock, kick them off the ship to drown. But yes, an ancient inbred kingdom that thinks being inbred is perfect. If they were to romantically attract to kill someone and love them as well, so much so that they had all these people write down, oh, this person was so loving and teaching this and teaching that. If they're an inbred kingdom, till you say opposites don't attract in love and war, then they killed a bisexual. And here they are to this day saying, this is a bad time to live. I wish I lived in like the 23rd century, 24th century. This is a bad century to still have this much technology on ground level and still be teaching this shit, this fucking horse shit. If he loved everyone, and you love your psychology too, so his sexual health identity was what? And the bisexual can hook up with and fuck anyone of any sexual health identity, and you'll say Jesus loves everyone. But then we ask, well, what was Jesus' sexual health identity? And you go, better we talk more about being inbred than address that question. That's why I hate this country. That's why I hate this century. Tra la 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 la. Sorry, Roger, Mark B. Nelson Tall, you'll have to go and long distance survey your dead mother's puss once again. Good luck.